Hey guys, Bionormal with another video. Today we'll be reviewing the Apex Pro TKL. So the box is bigger than most boxes because it's not a 60% keyboard, but it's actually 80%, also known as a TKL. On the front, we can see the OLED smart display, and that it's the world's fastest mechanical keyboard, and a quick glance at the keyboard with some of its lighting. We can also see that it's compatible with the PC, Mac, Xbox One, PS4, and the new Xbox Series X and PS5. On the back, we can see the keyboard, again, and also the wrist rest, which is very good. We can also see that it's 0.4 to 3.6 millimeter adjustable actuation points, and it has Omni-Point mechanical adjustable switches. Also, another statistical fact about it is, it's 5 times faster than actuation, 8 times faster response time, and 2 times more durable than the average mechanical switch. Now, let's get into the actual keyboard. So we have everything unboxed, and there isn't much in the box, but what we do have is the keyboard and the wrist rest. The wrist rest is very comfortable when putting your hand on it, and also it's very easy to put on the keyboard and come off, seeing as it's magnetic. The wrist rest doesn't have too much for it, other than the SteelSeries logo on it, and the words. Now onto the actual keyboard. The keyboard comes with a very long USB port, so you can connect it to something very far away, and has a USB port over here. So when you do connect it to your PC or laptop, you can put a different USB port here, and it'll act as if you're there. So if you have a laptop and you don't have too many USB ports on it, you can use this as a third USB port. I'll show you how it works later on when I'm connecting my computer. As you can see, it's not any 60% keyboard, but it's an 80% keyboard because it has F1 to F12 keys, and also these keys over here, and the arrow keys on the side. It looks very clean over here, and as you can see, the keycaps are pretty clean. But I would recommend that you do get some new keycaps, because the keycaps here are not the best for gaming. I would recommend you get some for $50. Now onto the switches. On the arrow keys and also the F12 and escape keys, we have Cherry MX switches, which are very good, one of the best on the market. And they sound very satisfying. On the control and WASD keys, we have Omni-Point switches, white as you can see. And they're not as loud, but they are a lot better, seeing as they have better response times and a better actuation point. We can see the OLED smart display here. It's seeing as it's not connected to the computer, there is nothing here. But I'll show it to you when I do connect it. Now for a small sound test. As you can see, it's still loud. It's not so loud that if you were gaming late at night, you would wake your parents up. I would say that you still get the satisfaction from the keys, but it's not so loud. But obviously you can hear that the arrow keys are very loud, but they're also very satisfying at the same time. The WASD keys and letter keys are less loud, but they're a lot better for gaming. So I just plugged up my keyboard to my computer, and as you can see, the RGB lighting is working. Everything has RGB lighting. Even in the back, you can see some of the RGB lighting. It's not as apparent, but it is still there. Also, you can see the OLED display is working here. This is one of the very best RGB lightings I've seen in any keyboard, and I would highly recommend, if you're getting a keyboard for RGB lighting, this one especially. Let me show you how the OLED display works. You hold down this, and then this option will come up here. There's 4 options: illumination, macros, actuation, and profiles. So if you want different people using the same keyboard, you can have different profiles. So if you have 4 different gamers gaming on the same computer, you can have 4 different computer settings. First, let's get into the illumination. There's presets, custom, and brightness. You can turn the brightness all the way up or all the way down. let's keep it all the way up for now. Then let's go to custom. We can have base, full color, green, blue. Though I wouldn't recommend this. Who likes that? We can have breathe color. Also not the best, but if you do like it, you take this. Breathe multiple. This is my personal favorite. Phase or prism. I go on prism, but face is also really cool. And then there's lights off, but who likes that? Next we can go to reactive. We have the ripple effect, line, fade, and none. But I like to get the ripple effect because it's all around. Then we have AFK, dim, lights off, full color, and breathe multiple, and breathe color. So these are all three of the options for your light. Next, let's go into the macros. I haven't gone through this too much, but I would say that if you do want to you can press your W and you record it. Then you can make it press do W 4 times, 5 times, or type the word WASD if you really want it. You can do whatever you want with your macros. Next, we have actuation points. I say this is one of the most important parts of this review. As you can see, we can go all the way up to 10, making it really heavy and hard to press down, or all the way down to 1. I personally don't like when I'm gaming to do 1, because I find myself pressing my edit button way too much.
Free, box 2, dog water, 0 earn, 0 PR, you have no earn.
Whenever I play, I like to put it around 3 or 4, because then it's not too heavy, but at the same time it's not so light that I keep continuously pressing it. Though it's all up to personal preferences. The actuations on this keyboard are by far the best on the market, and I'll highly recommend this keyboard if you're going for the fastest actuation point. Lastly, we have profiles. If you have multiple people, you can make a profile with different illuminations and also macros and actuation points. Now let's get into the USB port. As you can see, I have my phone, which is at 71%, and also the Apple charger to charge my phone. I'm going to plug it in here to my computer. As you can see, it's plugged in. Now I'm plugging in into my phone, and as you can see, it's charged. This is really useful. So if you have a controller, or if you just want to charge your phone right next to it, but don't want to go far away, you can just do it like this. I personally use it whenever I'm playing Rocket League or a different game that requires you to use a controller. I just plug my controller in, and I'm off the game again. I don't have to go get my controller connected to my PC. It's not that hard. I just connect it right here. And that's about it for the lighting. Also, I forgot to mention, this is a really expensive keyboard. I would definitely not say this is call this a budget keyboard. The keyboard is $199 for the Apex Pro and $179 for the TKL. They're both virtually the same thing, except the TKL is 10 keys less. The reason why it's called TKL. I would recommend this keyboard if you're a true gamer and you really want to game. Find out next time for my keyboard. Also, there's lots of gaming pros who have this. Booga, Mongrel, Mitro, Benji Fishy, the list keeps going on. Overall, this keyboard is one of the best keyboards in the market. It offers you everything. Really good switches, GMX, Trigger MX Red, and also the Apex Pro switches. Actuation points of 0.4 to 3.6 millimeter seconds. And also, it's not so 60% keyboard, but it does have the 60% keyboard aspect to it, but it's an 80% keyboard, so it's good for school and also gaming. This keyboard has everything you need, and if you really want to be a true gamer, you get this one. So the only downside to this is it's $179, or $199 if you're getting the full. But don't let this stop you, because you can become a real true gamer if you get this one.
if you get this keyboard. See you guys next time. My Llama signing off.